How does a great artist like Kelis end up leaving the music industry? Perhaps because it is always business as usual. The case of Kelis and the recent events of Beyonce's use of some of her work in her new album Renaissance has resurfaced the unresolved Kelis problem with the Neptunes. Kelis has long accused the Neptunes of stealing her work, meaning she made nothing out of all those records she made with them. The first time she publicly came out about the foul play by the Neptunes was in January 2020. According to Kelis, she was told they were to split the proceeds from their partnership 33-33-33, but she didn't actually look through the fine print when signing the contract. Eventually, she didn't receive anything, and that is just heartbreaking to hear about another creative getting blocked by business as usual. Kelis had an early interest in music. At 14 years old, she got admitted into a music school in New York. She built skills in playing the saxophone, leading to a role in the girls' choir of Harlem. Although her career was just getting started, she had to make a curve in life due to problems at home. She had to fend for herself through high school, working odd jobs. She landed a vocal slot role in the album Fairy Tales. It was around that time that Kelis got acquainted with Pharell and Chad, who together made up the Neptunes. They took to liking her and eventually got into making music with her. Their relationship was so close that there were rumors that she was dating Pharell, but it came out that there was nothing sexual between them. The point is that she trusted them, and being so young, she signed the contract without having a lawyer check it out. Neither did she read the document for herself. She says she was blatantly lied to and tricked. Kelis has made it public that she hasn't earned a dime from her work with the Neptunes. Although everyone would say she signed it, it tells a good story of what has happened to some great upcoming artists in the music industry. However, Kelis had a productive time with the Neptunes. Her association with the Neptunes led to one of her samples landing on the desk at Virgin Records. She got signed by the record after the encounter in 1998. Her first project was Kaleidoscope, a piece of art that is still relevant to date. It was released in December 1999 and was greatly inspired by her exposure to disco and jazz music. The album had so much international success that 3 hit singles came out of it: Caught on Fire, Get Along With You, and Good Stuff. Kelis went on to make another album at Virgin Records, Wonderland, released in 2001. Another great success paved the way for the third album in 2003, titled Tasty. Tasty, like her other projects, was wildly successful. It seems all of Kelis's work has been successful, although she didn't get the financial rewards for them. In the 2003 album, we got Milkshake, Millionaire, and Trick Me. Recently, Queen Bey has been on the news about the release of her album, Renaissance. Part of the news story is how she interpolated Kelis's work from the Milkshake hit song from her second album with the Neptunes. In an Instagram post, Kelis confessed her ignorance of the matter and expressed just how disrespectful that was. According to her, a simple call to inform her that her work would be involved in one of the songs on the album would have done it. She commented on Instagram, "My mind is blown too because of the level of disrespect and utter ignorance of all 3 parties involved is astounding. I heard about this the same way everyone else did. Nothing is ever as it seems. Some of the people in this business have no soul or integrity, and they have everyone fooled." Beyonce released the song Energy, which is part of her album. But after the pushback from Kelis, Beyonce took the portion of it down from major platforms. Kelis reacted to this with a celebration of victory. But another story to it could have been that this new sampling of her work would give her some relevance and perhaps a comeback. But things look grim on Kelis's part. It seems Kelis wasn't as mad at Beyonce as she was at Pharell and Hugo for their involvement. In subsequent Instagram posts, she made comments that painted Pharell as petty and that he does this shit all the time. Kelis further made it clear that she knew what the real issue was, what her work was, and what wasn't. She explained on IG, "I know what I own and what I don't own." The sad part of it all is that Kelis has taken it to heart and taken the fall. Although she was only 16, she was legally able to go into contracts. This means taking the case to court won't yield as much fruit as she deserves. Rather, she wants to fight this battle in the court of public opinion. She said, "I also know the lies that were told. I also know the things that were stolen. Publishing was stolen. People were swindled out of rights. It happens all the time, especially back then." The truth is that she was only credited as a performer and not as a writer, which means she has no legal basis to take Queen Bee to court. And by signing the contract, she couldn't do much about the Neptunes taking credit as well as the proceeds from her hard work. The story of Kelis is about how great talent got destroyed by business as usual. As naive as she was, she lived on what she got from tours and never knew she wasn't getting paid for her rights. The argument from the Neptunes is that, well, you signed it, and that just goes to show how the business of music is run. Unfortunately, Kelis has slowly faded off, although she still has a loyal following who love her work. Recent happenings have put her on the spotlight, but according to her, she actually does not derive any validation from fame and loves working on her farm. Do you think the Neptunes rightfully treated Kelis? Should she be compensated though she signed the contract? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more gist on your favorite pop stars.